Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. You're about to see evidence of what you've always known to be true. You're about to see evidence of what you've always known to be true. There are things that you have felt and sensed. You may have seen hints of evidence here and there, but you're about to get massive confirmation that what you've been feeling and sensing is nothing but the truth. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we're starting with tarot. Okay. What's coming through for this beautiful being, Spirit? What is it that they need to know at this time? Oh, so there was conflict. Someone feels defeated. They defeated themselves. The conflict that they tried to entrap you in has defeated them. Their own desires to send conflict your way, they know that they're defeated. This could be a King of Cups. Oh, who was working in the moon energy. So this could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be a water sign. But it could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine. Doesn't have to be a male. Could be. But they're presented here as a masculine. But they were trying to send you this energy of defeat. But now that's them walking away defeated. I'm hearing they've laid down their sword. Okay. They were working... I was about to say they were working with the moon energy, and then I heard in their dream state. So this could be somebody who was astral traveling. I keep seeing, and that card came out in the last reading. Oh, yeah, this one right here. Magician in the Mirror. This is exactly what I was seeing in my mind's eye. And I just came from another room. As I was walking into this room, I saw this card in my mind's eye. So this is somebody who has been working with energy to try to project certain feelings towards you. I'm seeing that with the King of Cups. They wanted you to feel certain things. And they've been working in the dream state or with the dream state. I see them astral traveling. This is a person who could have been using certain abilities that they had access to. And I'm seeing access denied. So this is something that they no longer have access to. Trying to get to your energy in the nighttime or trying to access your dreams. Oh, so you're being seen here as the star. You're coming through as the star. You have very healing energy. You shine. You're brilliant. Also rare. You're very rare. And that's something that this King of Cups sees, or they always saw. They always felt that you were very rare. So there's something about they see other people, but they've always wanted access to you. There's a very deep attachment. Not a connection, not a union. That's not what's coming through, but an attachment to your energy, okay, that they've always felt. They wanted to access your star energy, but there's a block here. Once again, I'm seeing access denied. So this King of Cups is no longer able to access gifts that they have had access to because they abuse these gifts. It could be psychic abilities or access to the dream realm. Okay? They might not even be having dreams right now. I heard they're having nightmares. So this is because they abused their dream energy in the past. Okay? Access has been denied from the star, but the way I'm seeing it now as I lay it on the table is like you could have been very intent on saying no. Like it's the star and then the 7 of Wands. So I'm seeing that this is energy that you were projecting back. They wanted to access your energy by using magic, and I'm hearing powerful but low vibrations. But you projected the energy of the 7 of Wands like, oh no you don't, okay? With Tahuti here, Thoth, the Hierophant card. I want to get more on this because we have, ooh. Okay, you have clarity. Oh, clarity regarding, oh wow. Clarity regarding a home, family, who your true friends are, who your people are. Okay, something about that with the 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Also, I'm seeing here that you have wish fulfillment, but also unity and harmony within home and family. So it's like wish fulfillment on an individual level, but also within a group or home. I'm also getting group home, so there could be someone who is either who has been in a group home or will have to be in one. This is someone who was working against you that will now be in a, they won't be independent, okay? They won't be able to be independent. But I am also getting this person who was working against you, this King of Cups, they could have been in some sort of group home in their youth, or maybe it's something that they should have been, should have experienced, maybe for additional support. There's something about this person who in their youth, they did not have the support that they needed in order to become balanced, to be balanced. There could have been neglect there, okay? Take what resonates, but that's coming through. A part of this conflict was because this Tahuti here, Thoth. Okay, I'm getting a very strong download here. You are aligned with both the star and the Hierophant energy, okay? So you are brilliant, you are aligned with healing frequencies, and there's something that you do that illuminates the world in some way, okay, as the star here. But you're also coming through as the Hierophant, so there's something about having spiritual wisdom, having access to something that empowers other people, okay? Your wisdom. It could also be status, but it's not like toxic status, it's respect. So there are beings who respect you for your wisdom. I'm hearing for your take on things. You're definitely seen as spiritually wise. But the way I just laid the cards, this Hierophant card was beneath the 5 of Swords and also the King of Cups. So there's something about this King of Cups feels conflicted because they see you as the Hierophant. They know that you are a Hierophant. You are spiritually wise and you are deeply respected, I'm hearing. But that's how they want to be seen. That is at the root of their conflict with you, with the 5 of Swords and then the Hierophant. This King of Cups never liked that you are in the position of a Hierophant, or that is your calling. Ooh, okay. Where are we going, Spirit? All right, let's go with this deck. I'll put this card back in there even though I had seen it. Okay, we've got cornucopia at the bottom. So there is a spiritual inheritance, abundance here that you have access to or is yours. Yeah, there we go again. That King of Cups has a very dark attachment, or they have suffered from a very dark attachment that they feel with you. Also, that's another 5 with the 5 of Swords already coming out here. Also, the Hierophant is card number 5, so 5s are very significant here. Change regarding conflict. 5th chakra, the throat chakra. This King of Cups has an issue with, it's like every time I say something in the present tense, I'm seeing the past tense in my mind's eye. So has, there could be change that's happening regarding this whole situation. Okay, so it feels like something that has happened in the past, but there's a lot of change that's occurring. So also remember that all these readings are past, present, future. It could pertain to either one for you. Okay, this is card 39. That's 12. That's the Hanged Man, which also signifies change. It's a different perspective, a different point of view. This King of Cups is gaining a different perspective on how they hear what you say or internalize what you say, how they process what you say. There's something that you speak about that is a reflection of your intuition and of your connection with the divine. And you're also very motivated to do this because right under here we have the 3 of Wands. You're very driven to say what you need to say what you're divinely guided to say. Also, you could work with the archangels. This is Archangel Gabriel coming through with the throat chakra. Also, that's Goddess Sarasvati. She's coming through. Goddess Sarasvati. She's a Hindu deity of wisdom, knowledge, learning, music, the arts. Okay. Ashe, Goddess Sarasvati. There's something that has given you more stability and provided clarity about who is really who and what your true wishes really are. This King of Cups was doing something to try to make you think that you wanted something that you don't really want. Okay, so you're very firm with the 4 of Scarabs here, the 4 of Pentacles, on clarity. It's like that's a part of the reason why this 5 of Swords energy did not bring you down, is because you are firm on your clear vision. That's something that's very important to you, and you align with clarity on your connections and your wishes and desires. Okay. Please show us more about these wishes and desires, Divine, and the impact. Okay. That this King of Cups was trying to have on wishes and desires. Digging. So they might look at you on social media. They look at you somehow. If you post on social media, I mean, she's sitting there at a laptop, but if this person interacts with you in real life, they're watching. Also, I see them going through files, so they may have requested some sort of public records, you know, because there are certain records that you can access. You have to pay for them, like at the courthouse or whatever, but belly's growling. This person is so hungry for information on you. They have watched you obsessively. Oh, but they've tried to remain invisible. 1444 on the timer. You are protected from this. I'm so grateful that came through, because I felt a creepy vibe when Spirit said They have watched you obsessively, but you're divinely protected, okay? I'm hearing this was all part of the plan. Also, that abundance card came through, so there's something about this whole situation being transformed into your abundance, okay? But this person did not want you to know that they were obsessed with you. Also, we just had 1515 on the timer. That's the devil card, all right? So this person is all about control. I'm hearing controlled chaos, okay? So they want to control and manipulate, but they don't want to be seen as a controlling, manipulative person. Oh, and they were trying to control the star, because look at that. You've got invisible. They wanted to remain invisible to the star. They did not want you to see them. This person tries to come across very nurturing. There could be Cancerian energy here, because, you know, Cancer is the nurturer. They want to appear like they make things grow, but really, it says deals with things in an aggressive way, hostile or argumentative. So they might present themselves as very calm and nurturing and peace-loving, okay? But they're actually very confrontational. Argumentative. They wanted you to surrender your freedom to them. Now they feel hopeless because you wouldn't surrender. You refused to surrender. This divine masculine, this is my divine feminine card deck, but this one was in here. Warrior. This is the divine masculine card in the feminine deck. But okay, so that's significant. When this person was able to access your energy, they felt like they were a warrior. They felt I'm hearing they felt dignified, like a dignified warrior, like they had a just cause. Okay, yeah, so that's describing the attachment, because clearly this person was way too attached on an extremely deep and toxic level. Way too attached to your energy. They had tunnel vision. All they saw was you. Also, I'm seeing this as like peeping Tom. Somebody's name could be Tom, Thomas, okay, Tony. They wanted to see you through a lens. So if you, like I said, if you have social media, but also they could have been trying to look at you, spying, like in real life, binoculars, using binoculars. Okay, so I'm hearing that I think it was the Hanes commercial. Just wait till we get our hands on you. No. Absolutely not. Okay. Now I see why you have the Seven of Wands. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, this person is extremely stuck in lust. I'm hearing they live in lust. So they're always lustful for somebody, for something. Lust controls them. Now they're burned out. They're experiencing burnout. Okay, divine. And it's getting really hot in here. They feel like the heat is turning up on them. Please clarify burnout, spirit. Okay, this is germination. That's the second time that it's been like something growing here. You see that? And this one, where they're trying to get a, they don't want someone to step on their seedling. Okay, so the seeds that they planted have not grown. They're seeds for control. It says, I'm working on my divine feminine side to gather the strength to protect this seedling. I want to be more nurturing and loving towards the new beginning. Oh, wow. This new beginning. Okay, so this person is frantically trying to figure out a way to create a new beginning. Whatever new beginnings whatever seeds they planted in the past to try to have something with you, they have not succeeded. That's why they feel burned out. That's why they feel burned out. Nothing has worked. And so when this says, because I'm looking at it in the context of this reading, when it says I'm working on my divine feminine side, this feels like a masculine coming out as the King of Cups, trying to manipulate a divine feminine in order to protect this seedling. You see? Also, there could be something here about a child. A child. Okay, it says danger approaching. A sense of foreboding fills the air and weighs on someone's mind. A lurking menace stalks. Okay, what do we need to know about this, Spirit? Independence. Okay, so this is someone who's trying to pose a threat to your independence. Because that came through, that you have the Nine of Cups, both independent, wish fulfillment, what your soul desires for you as a divine being who's independent, Nine of Cups, but then also Ten of Cups. There's alignment there as well with your emotional harmony and fulfillment. But this person wanted to go after your independence. That's what they were trying to encroach upon or cause damage to. Also, the way I'm seeing this is that your independence, your willingness to stand firm as an independent being who nurtures your sovereignty, that caused damage to this person's desires to stalk you. There's something about your willingness to be strong and to stand firm. Also behind her is a brick wall. So there's something about a wall of protection that has served you and protected you from this person's desire to stalk you. Thank you, Spirit. This person now feels like they need to escape. Doubts weigh heavy, and the leap forward seems too far. Crushed by the burdens of reality, seeking solace in the thought of vanishing. And when I saw that, you know, like, just look at this picture, like. And then the hopeless card came out. So this person is definitely struggling with the reality of the consequences of their actions setting in. Okay, I love the I love you card is in reverse. Commitment in reverse. This person feels that their life is in turmoil and they don't know how to calm it. Whatever can break has broken. It says, but the one thing that remains strong was our love. So there could be a relationship that this person was in and it has fizzled. Which, if a person has an attachment that is this maniacal and controlling for anyone, they're not going to be able to have a healthy, committed relationship with anybody. So no matter how they were interacting with you, that right there is a sign that they're not able to have a healthy relationship with anybody. But yeah, this I love you card was in reverse, okay? Because they feel that, like, it's almost as if what they were holding on to was some illusion of love when they're not acting in love at all. But the way that they were trying to generate that love or create that spark with you was completely toxic and crazy. It was psychopathic. That's what it feels like. That's the energy that I'm getting here. And with all these cards. All right, this is card 15 yet again, which is the Devil card in the tarot. That came through before I saw 1515 on the timer. It says, our backgrounds may be worlds apart, but our hearts remain aligned. This is what this person thinks, or what they were hoping for, okay? Breaking the walls that try to keep us apart. Even when the world sees walls, we find a way to stay united, choosing love over division. So they know, you know what is crazy? This wall between you is a wall that you have put up. You're not kissing them. This is what this person sees in their mind. They are seeing an illusion. They feel like the wall that you have put up and that the divine has put up in order to protect you from them, they feel like, oh, love conquers all. We'll make it. No, it's not meant to be broken. That wall is not going to be broken. Ain't nobody gonna be kissing nobody right here, okay? No, that's not. Sisyphus, okay? All right, so it's in reverse. It's card 54. It says, I'm sorry for dragging you into this Sisyphean. I don't know how to say that word, but that's what I'm reading. Okay, it looks like this. Let me put it up here. Okay. Sisyphean task. It feels like we're both pushing that boulder up the hill only to see it roll back down. Yeah, and the reason why it's rolling back down is because it wasn't meant to be. You don't want this energy in your life. It's not meant to happen. But that's where this person is. Okay, so let's see where Divine is guiding the Divine Collective moving forward. Okay. Wow. So it's very possible that this person is going to be focused on the energy of abandonment, because distant future, that's like what I'm getting there is for the long haul. You are walking away from this person. There is no union between you and this toxic entity, okay? We have courthouse and child, so I did see that there could have been an energy of a child here. This person could be trying to work through some legal issues regarding a child of theirs, or it is possible that you share a child together. But I just feel like in this reading, it feels like if you ever were intimate with this person, you're no longer intimate with them. But it feels like something lingering from another relationship that they're involved with. And then I'm getting a really big warning with these next two cards, so I'm going to share that. 2828 on the timer. They could be facing legal issues, which could be a source of stress that is impacting the division that they feel between you and them. So it feels like this person is not only dealing with this situation where they have wanted you, they're also very stressed out because they have been dealing with, it could be a baby mama, or I already saw that whatever commitment they had with someone else, it's crumbled. So it feels like they're dealing with a lot, and that is turning them even more toxic. You see what I'm saying? Because they're stressed out. But that doesn't take away from the control that they were trying to have over you. And that also is one reason why this person is crumbling at this point in time, is because their goal has always been to control. So this person is facing a health concern, but also there's something here about this person trying to come through as a divine being, trying to pose as a divine being. But with health concern, I'm seeing that there could be an STD. Okay, so that's just a side note. If there was any sort of temptation there, that's something that you would definitely want to be aware of. I feel like you've already picked up on this, but this is just coming through as confirmation for whoever it resonates with, okay? This person tries to come through as they might say that they're celibate, you know, priest. They might even say that they're a preacher. This could be somebody who presents themselves as a minister, a preacher, a priest. But they are trying to control, manipulate. They're in a very deep state of depression. And they also, it seems as though they are a health risk. Okay, that's what's coming through in this reading. This person tried to cause you, an intuitive being, a lot of emotional pain. They also spent a lot of money on rituals to try to control you. And now they are very concerned about an entity attachment that they are not able to clear their path from, okay? They're not able to clear that off of their path, this entity attachment. And what they are seeing, yep, that confirms, they are seeing a path very obsessively, like they're looking at the future with you like there's some possibility there. But what I'm getting is that they're starting to realize that this is their obsession and not the truth. And that is one reason why they are so depressed, is because they realize that this has all been due to an obsessive illusion, okay? There's something about a Jezebel here. This could be a third party, maybe somebody that they were in a commitment with that is now being blocked from your energy. So this person, one reason why you had that Seven of Wands up could be because of their third party attachments. They have welcomed in all sorts of people who want to control people through sex and money and all of that. So whatever entanglements this person had, by clearing this person from your energy, you've also blocked these other third-party attachments and entities from your world. Because of your clear vision, which you're coming through here as an Ice King, okay? Ice King, Ice Queen. But you have clear vision and knowledge of everything that you need to see. This is your abundance, okay? So there's abundance that is coming to you because of the clarity that you have. Anything else here from this deck, Spirit? Yeah, you're ascending. Also, there's something about your occupation that is bringing a lot of wealth because you're trusted. Wealth and stability, okay? You can look at it as spiritual wealth, financial wealth, but stability. Somebody tried to... So within your occupation, there's someone who wanted to make you appear as if you were not trusted. Wow. This could be something that they're still hoping for. What else about this, Spirit? Yeah, but you have abundance. Look, this is the second card that indicates that. I think there was another one, abundance, in the other deck. So this person and their attachments to other people cannot block you from your prosperity, but it's very clear that they were trying to knock you down, okay, like that card fell. They did not want you to appear trusted. And you know, okay, so when people try to do that, they usually try to smear your name or speak badly about you. So that's one reason why this person is really going through it, is because they try to make you appear as someone who is not trusted, but now they're questioning every single thing in their life. So while they were so busy trying to spread seeds of doubt in your world around you so that they could take away your independence, they now are questioning every single thing about their world, from who they've had children with, if they have a child, who they have been intimate with, physically intimate with, They're questioning how they make money. So whatever sources of stability they have, they're questioning that. There's nothing in their life that they feel that they can trust now. And that is the consequence that they're now reaping from trying to tear down your world. And the whole reason why they wanted to tear down your world and make you not independent, like you came through there with that independent card, is because they thought that if they took away your independence, that they would then have control over you, over your destiny, over your body. Wow. This is really sickening energy. And the most beautiful thing about this reading, though, is that it's like they can't touch your, they can't touch you. They can't touch you. They can't touch your abundance. They can't touch your occupation. They can't touch your dreams. They can't, your dream state. Remember that came through, that they were trying to access your dream state? Yeah, and this is your achievement. Remember, Divine said it was all part of the plan. So you have won big, and you are winning big, and I'm hearing it's only the beginning. There's a lot more winning that you're going to do. This is your achievement. And your abundance is not just money, okay? That's wonderful, because we need money to have security in this physical realm. But look at this also. You know what is also a huge source of your abundance? Is that you remain clear with the Ace of Swords about your 10 of Cups and your 9 of Cups. You know what truly brings you fulfillment. And it is not bowing down to someone for them to have access to you and control over you when all they want to do is manipulate you. You remain sovereign, and that's why you have the 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and you're achieving beautiful things, and you will continue to. Thank you, Spirit. I want to close with one of these cards. Thank you, Divine. Yeah, you demonstrate strength, and you, it's like I'm getting the vibe of sovereignty in this Strength card. You remain sovereign over your lower self, and that allows you to be in constant communication with the divine, with your higher self. You didn't let anybody in your energy that you did not trust. Yeah, this has led to harmony. Look at that. That's what I said. With the 10 of Cups, harmonious connections, emotional fulfillment, and abundance. Okay, so there's like the 5th abundance card. So yeah, and that's what they wanted for themselves. But your abundance is yours, and it belongs to you and whoever you choose to share it with. Because the thing about you is that when you have wealth, when you have abundance, you share it responsibly. You don't waste it on things that only bring instant gratification or momentary pleasure. You invest wisely. And you are wise with whom you share your energy. And you're being rewarded for that. Thank you, Spirit. I'm so grateful for these messages. And thank you, beautiful being, for taking the time to tune in. I'm so thankful for you. And I'm also grateful for your likes, your kind comments, your shares, your subscribes, your hypes, and your donations. Every bit of love that you send to In Her Dreams, I am so thankful for. I love you. And I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings. Take care.